Hello everyone, welcome. This is the Daily Dharma. My name's Dina with Empressivewarrior. Thanks for showing up and syncing your energies with us. Go ahead and take some deep breaths. Energetically take in some of that smudge. We've got a mixture of some wood chips that are cherry wood and also some patchouli, some valerian root, and a lot of white sage. Pre-messages, we have, I think I'm just going to share the one on the bottom of this deck that I haven't used very much. It says, if they loved you, they still do. On the back of this one, it reads, thanks for every single time you ever fell in love. Whether or not it was obvious, whether or not it lasted, and whether or not they loved you back, it changed everything. Actually, you're always loved back, you changer. The universe. And it says things are not as they appear below that. We'll get into that in just a moment. Let's start out with an oracle card or a few. See what this deck wants to bring into the reading. Taking the energetic pulse of the collective and what spiritually focused ideas and information needs to be brought forward for some higher clarity, navigation for the viewer. How are you guys doing today? All right. I'm getting something long-standing, something that I don't know if you've been kind of making some moves behind the scenes or somehow moving in silence and looking to create something, manifesting something for yourself. And it seems to be something that is so vital to who you are. You might talk about it, but you really keep parts of this really deep at your core level. I think that what you're trying to manifest has some type of mixed emotion connected to it. Let's see. Shedding the old, number 38. There's a change coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure so that you'll be able to see these new prospects. Under the deck, we have Life is Better Together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. And then from the back here, 35, help appears in various ways. There's much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift that you forget to look to the support systems that are with you continually. So, okay, it looks like in a time of transition, there's something fading, going to the wayside. An old way of being is shifting and changing. And with Life is Better Together here and seeking help, it looks like you're going to be getting back together with some social groups, looking for some type of community connectivity. Let's see. I want to get right into the code cards and see what are the energetic factors. I'm seeing remembrance on the bottom of the deck. This one wants to come out. We'll leave it face down and get a few out here and take them all together. All right, that one, this one, two of them. All right, so what kinds of energies are helping or challenging the questioners here? Underneath we have throat chakra. So this is a time for you to actually speak up about something. And below that we have soul time and fertility. Okay, taking time. This kind of came out as a theme yesterday. Taking the time to decide what your personal truth is as you decide what the best course of action is for your growth and for your expansion with fertility and soul time. It's like meditating upon it, praying on it, or something such as that. Let me flip this whole thing. All right. Yep, so we do have a little bit of love coming in the situation. We've got romantic love, 39. So we do have a lot of cards in the 30s here. So for some of you, that may be an age or a prominent number, or this may be something that started first when you were in your 30s, because we have 35, 38, 39, 40 already, and then right here I'm seeing 36, another sequential, and then several in the 20s, and we also have 33. So 33, 35, 36, 38, 39, 40. Interesting numbers there. So take that if you want. All messages aren't for everybody, so take what you need, leave the rest. So the other cards coming out, we've got a Divine Feminine with Prosperity and Earth. And look at this next part, Shutting the Old, getting help for this change and transition. Comes out confirmation that this is a significant push and shift. So then we have Discernment. Number 2, the second chakra, sacral chakra, at the pit of the stomach, the gut reflex and intuition and bonding need. 8, Alchemy. 33, Miracle. And then the 3, so 333, solar plexus. So, okay, if we look at all of these together, it looks like we've got 10 cards. I also look at the way that they're stacked and the way that they show up in the line, because the way that they show up in the line is the way that it's kind of progressing. So we've got this romantic love, this nurturing with the feminine here, an expansion point, and prosperity in earth. It's like prosperity of spirit, and also our own literal material holdings, our finances, and the resources that we come into a romantic partnership with, and having these change. It's like for some, you'll be seeing your prosperity increase here, because we're seeing a lot of beneficial changes here. I mean, sure, for some, you may be going through a financially tight period, but it's talking about the increase and the shift coming in by using our discernment. So for some, this may be through simplifying, or maybe having some kind of a sale and selling off some of your old items, making a little bit of money, and supporting your simplifying of life, and also your shifting identity somehow. There's something that you're speaking about, gaining some type of help from others. Kind of tells me that this financial benefit can come through other people, such as I'm hearing 8th house connections. We'll go ahead and use this deck as well to see if that comes out. 11th house, community, and Pluto rebirth coming out off the top of the deck is interesting. So 11th house is also about other people, community resources in this type of a way, friends, associates, group identification, and identity with those groups. So this can also be some type of a common venture, or something that's hoping to be like a fundraiser, or that can somehow help you to shift your finances and to gain some type of a ground in a financial endeavor. So yeah, you may unexpectedly get some type of props or some type of a victory when you're able to get out of your old comfort zone. And maybe this is going to require you to be a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more open with your dialogue here, because there's something that you're speaking to that's resonating at the soul level with other individuals. So this can also be because of the group associations that we're getting here. It's like able to find your tribe is kind of how I'm feeling also for some. And you may even find someone who is attractive and you have a lot of chemistry with, hitting you in multiple chakras at the same time. And for some of you, maybe this is something that you kind of laid out in advance, and someone who has had their eye on you, or that you've had your eye on, It's like publicly there's this um, open invitation, and this gives somebody the opportunity to come in and get to know somebody else, or it could be a chance meeting for others. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at this. So using your discernment about your gut instincts about somebody and the type of chemistry that you have with them, because there are a lot of us that have had experience where the chemistry with a less healthy, dare I say, possibly even bordering on toxicity or extreme toxicity for others, depending on the lessons and the depth of what you were here to learn about. Um, Sometimes the chemistry with those situations can be off the roof because of the energetic alchemical connection to something that needs to be resolved or looked at. That chemistry attracts us to them because it's sometimes the most expedient way to deal with the issues that are coming up and to help us to correct some type of alchemical connection. And so even though you may be a little bit skeptical or unsure about new people, I think that your intuition here and the level and exchange of conversation and idea exchange here is going to be really proving some type of mutual synergy. It's not about somebody who's going to love bomb you and it's like, oh, empty observations about things and just blowing smoke and puffing you up. It's more so, it's like, the exchange of some type of energy is creating some type of a breakthrough. And it looks to me like this is creating real time tingles and breakthroughs and chakra activations here with sacral and solar plexus. This is maybe you've already figured out how to take care of yourself and how to be grounded and how to be spiritual in your various ways, and you've learned how to use your voice and tap into your own intuition in your own divine channel here. But the thing that's changing, it looks like, is your capacity to flow with positive alchemy in this situation, and it's creating a sense of belonging, which doubles down on the connection with tribal soulmate energy here amongst a group of people. um, and then plugging into that is really creating breakthroughs in your own personal confidence to speak your further truth and to really feed each other through the course of this engagement on that level. So now we have under the deck Juno partnership with these two parrots. So yeah, this is interesting. It's like with the parrots, it's almost as if somebody is truly speaking your mind before you've even had a chance to say it. It's like they take the words right out of your mouth, or when you say something, they immediately have something to add that's right along those lines. It's showing this, demonstrating this unified force. Um, yeah, so there's somebody here that you're able to combine efforts with, and it's helping to bring prosperity to all the individuals in some type of a way. So it looks like you share values with this individual coming through, or individuals, because even though we have romantic love here, for many, it's going to be more evidenced with the group, and the group is kind of providing the key to unlocking your further resonance that then brings in this next level. So here we have ascendant entrance. Yeah, so there's some type of ascension here. The ascendant in the chart is keying and cluing into our own personality development and the way that we immediately impact others, utilizing our personality to magnetize and to exchange information. So yeah, it's like a mixer event, networking event or something. And so if you have the opportunity to go to one of these events, it looks like part of what you are being invited to do is to make a plan or a few talking points that you would really like to practice and manifest and put out there into the ethers during this event, and kind of help yourself. It's like, it's reminding me of the elevator speech. Like if you have a very interesting vision for the future that you require other people to kind of interconnect with or help you and give you access to resources, point you in the right direction to learn certain things, there's opportunities here to connect and get your foot in the door with somebody. I don't know if you're going even to a job fair for certain people. It's like when you walk in or when they walk in, when there's the connection is made, it's felt. And so there's somebody here, and this does not, again, need to be romantic, but there is somebody here that's absolutely able to further some type of manifestation or vision that you've held. Let's look at these two. We have opposition and confrontation. That's quite interesting. So this can also, for some of us, come through differing opinions and how we handle and balance out when there's some type of lack of resonance, so to speak, you know. So maybe you are somehow in your speech, you're maybe, this came out yesterday, like a persuasive essay, writing something that you've really thought about that can sometimes be a little bit confrontational to someone's ego or vulnerability and the way that you handle yourself, or if somebody tries to argue with somebody, the way that this gets handled is also somehow helpful to your ability to find your niche and to unlock your prosperity here through the way that you engage with opposition. Lastly, we have 12th house introspection, which reminds me about that throat chakra and soul time. It's almost as though this is I want to say unexpected and something that you've intuitively kind of been preparing for. I want to show you just once again, look at the alignment of the chakras. So for some of you, this may even be connecting forces with some healing that's needed to take place. And everybody does healing in different ways. Some people, you could be seeing somebody who's helping you to align this. Maybe even somebody who speaks over somebody with something about affirmation or giving messages to another individual about the conflicts coming into their life. It's kind of looking like a psychic reading, a psychic adjustment, psychic insights here that are breaking through some type of energy that somebody has been having a hard time breaking through. So what else? Under here we do have Jupiter and abundance. So that is the prosperity arriving after some introspection, this soul time throat chakra here. So let's get one more here. What is the outcome here? Okay, we'll take two. So it's curious. So we've got all this abundance coming your way and these victories and support, but we also have something rearing its ugly head with this oppositional force here. But I think that the message is supported, that you're coming out smelling like a rose, so to speak. But the two energies that look like they're facing you in this outcome is debilitated discomfort and Saturn structure. So there's some kind of a challenger to an institution or a challenger to either a socially or organizationally held belief structure, maybe, or even to the structural integrity of some type of group or community or thought form that's held there. Now we have Venus beloved. It's just getting curiouser and curiouser. Where does the rabbit hole lead? Let's switch decks for a moment here. And yeah, let's go this direction. and see what are we talking about with this debilitation and structure. The first thing I'm getting is that this really kind of challenges some of the fears and deeply hidden shadow aspects of somebody's personality here, or their the mask that they wear to the world. It maybe speaks to their own awkward energy of covering up or compensating either for another person, like if somebody's in a toxic relationship and it's pointed out, then that person might identify with the so-called abuser here and say, make excuses for them, and because their discomfort level with being challenged, that they have to take action here. But there's something with this Saturn structure. There's a controlling environment here for somebody that needs to be pointed out. And also speaking to the higher in this situation is that we need to somehow not only point out the challenging things that are going to be confrontational to that person's ego structure or fear complexes, identity, entanglement with something harsh. It looks like we need to speak to the highest about their level to their capacity to challenge these structures, to make it on their own, their strength, their wisdom, their intuition, speaking to their body and how it feels, and trying to unlock their own capacity to feel their own cognitive dissonance, and to help them to stop spinning their wheels in place and to tap into some level of self-love. Maybe for some people it's like, think about the children, think about your health, think about the escalation. Yeah, right order at the bottom. Also talking about orders from courts and structured systems to help individuals to get out of a difficult situation, or to help them to seek for support in some way. Vibrational. So that kind of took a different turn for some people. Sometimes tarot can be a little bit dramatic. For many of you, it's not going to be quite so intense. And this could be many other situations, but help is available in many different forms. Immunity underneath. Yeah, there's somebody here who needs assistance to get out of an old situation. Let's see here what comes out next. Starseed. Planting the seed of cosmic God force energy within somebody, recognizing the confidence here. Somebody's having a miracle breakthrough and able to finally leave a toxic situation here. Yeah, they've already gotten the information and the clues, and they've been, yeah, they need to put something into play, and maybe they don't have the capacity at this time to necessarily face down their situation in person. So the card right comes out, and I'll remind you, we got right order first thing off the bat, and these two have been coming out in conjunction all this year for months. And so for some of you, there's something that needs to be put into writing to help another individual or to help yourself. So if you're writing grants or something such as that, to go back to the networking event, there's something very big here. And maybe what you're doing is writing up some codes of ethics or some organizational plans being made, and intentions for a more divine place holding. Like maybe, for instance, I guess what I'm getting at is here, maybe some people are structuring a support system for others, such as domestic violence shelter or something such as that, or for children or something. Power under the deck. Yeah, you're needing to tap into your inner power of love and inner confidence here to come out of a situation that has been debilitating you, making you uncomfortable for a long time. You've put a lot of thought into this. You've really aligned with what the meaning of this lesson was, and it looks like you're already restructuring your life, changing your life, and maybe sometimes you have some doubts, or your prosperity may seem a little delayed, or you thought something was going to go faster, but I feel like there will be an acceleration coming in conjunction with your ability to really get to work on getting things back into order in your life, getting back on board with your self-care, and um, getting back out and connecting with your community, and maybe telling your story, writing it down. Maybe you are somebody who has really been through a whole lot and you're inclined to share your story in some type of a way, or to make some type of even a social media post about your life. I read someone else's information and I found it not to resonate 100% with me, but the implications of her story and her process and the insights that she was able to glean from that, shared without fear perhaps, or beyond fear, and to just stand there and just lay everything out from her 12th house underbelly, and just to share those insights and empowerment, and how she was able to draw her lessons back to her family of origin, and make some statements that would make others really look into their own social grooming that goes behind this. And then still saying that that individual that was toxic in her early environment loved them all dearly, and yet still was quite toxic, and how this creates normalcy around the toxic structures, affecting and influencing our habit patterns in our romantic love choices. And possibly even, if you're not ready to go out there and speak it, writing these things down, journaling these things about your process and the way that you were set up for some things that didn't seem to serve your highest, is it's a way to get yourself back into this healthier way, and to help others to do the same in their lives. So there's something quite incredible that is coming up in you. You're motivated and you're passionate about the injustices that you've witnessed, and you have a great inner truth that's ready to be shared in some type of way, even if it's just you sharing with yourself and just burning that afterwards, to just say, yep, you no longer have any power over me, old narrative, old misinformation, and so on. And we have commitment here. It seems that gathering with this group, joining forces in some way, may help you to make it through these storms, and perhaps even help another individual to make it through their own inner storm. Anything else? We've got one flipping here. Oh, no kidding. It's the right order card, and I kind of want to see where it's placed at. So, right order, getting things in order. And the ones on either side are fearless, assistance, shifting, knowledge. You see how that works with the storms and getting things into the right order? It's that if we can be more fearless with our vulnerability, and put that out there, allowing our knowledge to shift and to assist other individuals to put their own lives into right context and right order, we can help connect the dots and help everybody to work through their ascension process. And yes, although I understand we're not here to do the healing work for others, we're kind of, there's no kind of about it. I don't want to diminish the impact of this statement. Uh, we're all in this together because of entanglement, because of the dust to dust of all molecules, and how we regenerate ourselves at all times, and shed our bodies out into the ethers energetically, physically, and so on. It's like we are all each other. We are all one. This unity theory that I know that you viewers have already come to context with is really helping you to make this synergistic connections in your awareness, this heightened awareness that you're sharing with some type of group in a larger form is really, really profound. And so you're getting help. And if you are compelled to make this vision a reality, or to write a memoir or a book or something else, make a post, whatever it is that you are called to do is shifting your ability to feel not only that spiritual prosperity and help create that for others, it's literally bringing you financial blessings in real time and changing your station in life. Ooh, beautiful. Hawk may be one of your totem animals. I often see hawk. It's been one for myself. Yesterday, driving down the road, one literally, we were driving and it swooped so closely in front of us and flew right in front of us for a little time. It's like there are no coincidences in this world, only synchronicities, I want to remind you. And if hawk is something that resonates with you, in this deck, it's known as the messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. I sense that many of us just need to stop being distracted by some of these lesser influences, tidying up and putting things into proper context, releasing the past, shedding the old, and starting to focus on developing the vision with great commitment to the vision that wants to speak through us, without any fear that this is not the right thing for us to be spending our energy on. Your knowledge is here to be shared. You have a voice that people are craving on a soul level, and the vibrational quality of your messages are quite divine in nature. And the rumble that you will create with your story is really attuning the earth to a higher consciousness. Elephant, greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. And you have the key to unlock that greatness right now, coming into being in real time. So take good care of yourself, and take some of those opportunities possibly this weekend or in the coming days from you watching this video, because it's your next opportunity to fall into your calling. Take good care of yourselves. Until next time, folks.